Hi, nice to be here. So I'm Dr. Shana Charles. I'm a public health professor at Cal State Fullerton, and so I both live and work in District 3, and I'm hoping to bring those policy analysis skills that I've been using to help the California legislature and the federal level for 20 years to our city. Also, with no women currently on the council, and I'm the only woman running in either district, I would bring that woman's perspective back to our council and added some diversity there. So I live here in Fullerton with my husband Andre, our two kids. Both of them have gone through Fullerton's K-12 school district. I have a younger one at 16 still in El Dorado High School because where we are in Fullerton District 3, it actually crosses Placentia Yorba Linda. So there's 3 K-12 districts in my district for the city council. My older one just graduated from Fullerton High last spring. Absolutely, and I've already started doing that in my campaign because out on the east side of Fullerton, we're often so forgotten that we hear people saying, "Is that even Fullerton?" Well, yes, it is. And when I'm knocking on doors, I had a homeowner tell me, a town homeowner, that I was the first city council person that he talked to, even somebody running, and he's been living there for 30 years. So I'm already making those connections and meeting folks as I'm knocking on doors. And I'm finding that although I'm using social media, using the internet, and making sure to connect with people that way, that when you're looking at where folks live, they really do need that personal contact. I want to keep up that door-to-door connection. I want to make sure to do that and also hold office hours in a sense. So this is something I do as a professor where we have students just come in to open office hours, talk about whatever they want to do. It's also a very public health kind of model where we just have this very open lines of communication. And so that's what I want to apply to the city council in the same way, honestly, that Councilman Zara has been so successful doing. But I want to make sure that for District 3, we do meetings in every part of the district, not just in the wealthy parts like Craig Park, but also down in Chapman Park and in the Gem District where I live and every other section. Yeah, so we have a lot of untapped potential. If you go up and down Placentia Boulevard, you'll see that many of the businesses there have closed. And it wasn't just pandemic. There's a Payless shoe store that's been sitting there empty for over 6 years. And that's the kind of thing that if you live there, but for some reason has been forgotten about. I really would like to focus on making sure that we get some good economic development on that side. It's going to increase sales tax revenue for the entire city. We also have these hotels over in District 3 that sometimes sit empty, and I think we can really build up, bringing some tourists in from Anaheim, from the new OC Vibe that's going to be built just down the freeway. We need to make sure that people know all of the resources that are there for them in District 3 so they can come and use that part of the city. I'd also like to see some healthcare resources over there. Right now, we only have a campus student wellness center, only good for students, and a small urgent care in a strip mall. And that's just not enough healthcare for that side of the city. Sure. So I'm proud to be endorsed by people who work for the city of Fullerton, like the firefighters, who are my biggest campaign donor, and they really support what I'm trying to do with helping the fighter situation stabilize. We'll see how that vote goes tomorrow night. And then I've also been endorsed by the Orange County Employees Association, the Labor Federation, the building trades, all the folks that are going to build the future city that we want to live in. And when it comes to office holders, I've been endorsed by Councilman Jesus Silva, who holds this seat but wasn't able to run for it due to redistricting, by Assemblywoman Sharon Quirk Silva, and even by Congresswoman Katie Porter, because, as I said, I've done work at every level of government, and these folks know where I'm coming from, and they know my skills, and they trust me to be able to move Fullerton forward.